Because you look like God, they don't look like God. God say they the devil, so what does that make you? Deuteronomy 28. That makes you the child of God. The Israelites in these days, that curses is going to fall upon them and overtake them.
With silk.
Oh, now, he said the Israelites are going to go into slavery again with ships. Our ancestors that's being told to. These are our forefathers. But why did this happen? The Israelites were shipped worldwide. Our ancestors, our people were traded worldwide because we refused to keep God's commandments. Since you agreed that Christ is a black man, you have to understand something. Just like in Isaiah 1:3, where it said, my people do not consider that we are the people of the book, it's because lies have been perpetuated concerning our people. Read that, Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Come on.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9.
Listen to this.
I know thy works and tribulation.
So check this out. God said he knows our works and our tribulation. Come on.
And poverty.
And he knows our poverty. Look at our neighborhoods. The conditions of our neighborhoods is terrible. You know you walked into an area where it's predominantly black just by the atmosphere that's around us. That's why whenever we move around a bunch of white folk, guess what? They move out because what? We bring the property value down. You see what I'm saying? Read what you got.
And I know the blasphemy of them that say they are Jews.
And he knows the blasphemy of those that say they are Jews, the Jewish. He knows the blasphemy of the Jewish, those Amalekites, those Edomites, come on.
And are not.
And are not, come on.
But are the synagogue of Satan.
The Bible called the so-called Jewish the synagogue of Satan. They the damn devil the Bible speak of. So if they are the devil, what does that make you? Because you look like God, they don't look like God. God say they the devil, so what does that make you? Deuteronomy 28. That makes you the child of God. And the children of God have names. Like you say you believe you American, African American. That's not what God called you. God called the descendants of the so-called African Americans the children of Judah. Read what you got. Deuteronomy 28.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28,
Verse 15. Come on.
verse 15.
Bring it up.
But it shall come to pass.
Now I want you to listen to this. It's gonna come to pass to the so-called African Americans. Come on.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
If we don't hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, pay attention. Come on.
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he told the Israelites in these days that curses is going to fall upon them and overtake them. What's a curse? Do you think it's a good thing or you think it's an evil thing?
I think it's an evil thing.
Why?
Because it's just everything that's going on, and we've been going through it for 20 years.
So check this out.
It's not because of who we are.
Now it's not the color of our skin. Now. It's not the color of our skin. What this is gonna show, we're gonna get into that. But what this is gonna show you, it's not the color of our skin, but it's our bloodline.
Exactly.
That's what it's about. Read what you got.
Curse shalt thou be in the city.
So evil shall be upon the so-called blacks, the so-called Hispanics, and the so-called Native Americans. It's gonna be upon them in the city where they dwell. You see that? So what evil can you just come off the top of your head that go on in our communities? What evil? But why?
Because, like you said, that's our bloodline, and because of our race.
You didn't catch it at the beginning. You didn't catch it at the beginning. Watch this. We're going to read some more. Read Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Come close, bro. What's your name, man? Jamarian. All praise, all praise. My name your dad. So check this out. Well, we going over the plight that destroys our community. What goes on in our community and what can we do to fix it? Right? Exactly. So we finna read that right out of the scripture. Read what you got. Come on.
The book of Hosea, chapter 4 and verse 1. Hear ye the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel.
So the Bible is always speaking to the 12 tribes of the children of Israel. This book is not made out for everybody in the whole world, contrary to popular belief. This book is only written to a specific group of people. And God said, hear now, O Israel. Come on.
For the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land.
And God has a problem with the Israelites. Come on.
Because there is no truth.
Don't we lie to each other all the time? Don't we lie to each other? Read on.
Nor mercy.
Do we show mercy to one another? When somebody offends us, what happens in the community? If I step on your shoes, what gonna end up happening? You get mad at me, you shoot me, my family come back, they shoot you, they family come back, they shoot them. It's just a bunch of over a pair of shoes. There are gangs in Chicago right now that are feuding with each other. And when I look at these videos and I hear about them, I always have a question. Why are they beefing with? Why are they beefing with each other? Where did this come from? You see what I'm saying? And don't none of them that's arguing and shooting at each other know. They just know they gotta kill them. That's what goes on in our communities, bro. Read what you got.
Nor knowledge of God in the land.
That's why we go through the things that we go through, because there is no knowledge of God, which goes back to Isaiah 1 and 3. We don't consider what God have us here for. Go back to Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
What club was that at?
That was admit that a lot of people don't even realize they.
I've called her. She hasn't responded. I've called her more than a few times.
But the Zulu Nation, I'm like, what the hell is this? I know nobody know what I'm talking about. You'll leave me on the island by myself. I don't know what the hell Bishop's talking about. That's what y'all do. Then after class, yeah, I knew what you were talking about. I just don't want to be caught out there. The hell is this? Get on my damn nerves. So read that again, 31.
Verse 32. Because y'all see these signs, right? Come here and look at these signs. All around the world, we will scatter, right? Is this in the Bible? So us going into slavery on slave ships, you don't think that's in the Bible? Let's get it. Let's get it. So read what you got. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. We get to the point.
I know in the beginning.
The book of Deuteronomy.
Oh, listen to this real quick. Come on.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68.
Now remember, he's talking to the Israelites now. Read what you got.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So check this out. Moses is speaking to the Israelites, and he told the Israelites, I will take you into Egypt again. What was Egypt to the Israelites? Y'all, you familiar with that? What was it? Let me ask you, you familiar? What was the Israelites doing in Egypt? They were what? Trading. No, they wasn't trading. You close. What were the Israelites doing in Egypt? Sis, let me ask you. What were you familiar with the Israelites in Egypt, right? Okay, so you ever heard that song, Let My People Go, by Moses? Y'all ain't never heard that?
That was slave, wasn't it?
Exactly. Moses is an Israelite, and he told Pharaoh, let my people go. Why would he say that? Because they were slaves. They were slaves in Egypt. So when God is telling the Israelites, I'm going to take you into Egypt again, give me that precept. You got the precept? When God told the Israelites, I'm going to take you into Egypt again, he said, I'm taking you to slavery again. But don't forget the point. The point is, they went into slavery is because they broke God's laws. There's verse 15. We're going to read that again. Come on, bro. Read what you got.
The book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
So he called the land of Egypt the house of bondage. So go back. Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 16. Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Oh, now. He said the Israelites are going to go into slavery again with ships. I want y'all to look at this sign right here. Egypt is in this area. The Israelites walked out of Egypt when Moses got them released from Pharaoh. So if they're going back here, why would they need a ship to go to somewhere where they walked from? It's a future prophecy. It's talking about us. These are our ancestors that's being told to. These are our forefathers. But why did this happen? Deuteronomy 28, verse 15 again. Read that.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Y'all hear that? Sis, let me ask you, I asked them, what's a curse? Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? It's a bad thing. Sis, is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? So we all can agree out here that a bad thing is going to happen if the Israelites didn't keep God's commandments. 28 verse 16, one more time. Read that again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Because you Israelites refuse to keep my commandments, I will bring you into slavery again. Read.
With ships.
With ships. The Israelites were shipped worldwide through the transatlantic slave trade and the sub-Saharan slave trade. We, our ancestors, our people were traded worldwide because we refused to keep God's commandments.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.